Excellent.
Uh,
Well, I guess
I don't know. Hold on. I mean, we can just wait 30 more seconds and start talking about whatever we're talking tonight. Honestly,
I don't think that's a good idea.
no, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
just
I'm gonna
keep
get
talking. Whatever
controversial if I.
we were talking about very interesting things before we joined the live,
Did.
and
Did.
I would like to continue talking about that. So maybe. Oh, there we go. There we go. So it's totally surprised. It was totally unpredictable. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to your favorite Monday podcast. This is
What?
here.
I'm so
Yeah, I know.
confused.
Me too. Me too. But
Let
welcome,
us know in
welcome,
the chat if we're live. Thank
welcome
you.
you, and welcome whoever is watching us. Hopefully, it's a ton of people, either right now live or I don't know. In 3 years, maybe you are coming back and see. Let's see how the board gaming scene was back in 2023, and then you will know that this is the source of knowledge that you were looking for, and you waste 3 damn years to find it out. But here
Yes.
we are. Here we are. We are your favorite podcaster host, if not the ones that are more honest in the industry, I guess. Hopefully, if not the ones that get every episode drunk
The
and
most
which
handsomes.
yes, exactly,
Yes.
shiny, shiny,
The most beautiful board game podcasters.
shiny,
Shiny
rising shiny,
versions.
exactly,
Excellent.
yes.
Well, if we are live, then welcome
we
to
are we
another
are
episode.
I have the streaming already in the other monitor. I don't know exactly when
Excellent.
it started, but at some point, I don't know, it was like I said, we are disrupted in this
We are
podcast, of
professionals. All
course,
right.
of
Well,
course.
if that is the case, then let's get on with the episode, shall we?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Right.
mean, yes, exactly. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let you know us already. If not, there is our names somewhere there. Yes, this is our real names. These are real names here.
Yeah.
And
Mr. The Masked Maple and
Mr.
Mr. Axel.
Mr. Axel, yes, from Davos and Amigos. Hey, my
Mhm.
dear friend, how was your week? How was everything so far?
How was everything so far? That's an excellent question. I think if we're looking from a world perspective, it's been horrible. But we're gonna leave that for the news section, and maybe or
Woo!
maybe
For the
not, we'll get into it. But in terms of board games, in terms
mm,
of games played by me, I
yeah.
got the. It was pretty good actually. I got the chance to get together with my friends, and we play a lot of shorter games. We played Bristol 1350. We played Ready Set Bet. We played Hidden Leaders.
Oh,
We also play
nice,
Hidden Leaders,
nice,
and then we
nice.
ended the night with, I think it's a new Dixit kind of
Mm,
game. I
mm.
think Stellaris or
Yeah, 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 yeah,
something.
yeah. Yeah,
Where
Stella, yeah, yeah, still something.
Yeah,
Yes,
I thought it was
yes.
pretty fun. I thought it was really good. I liked how in
Mm.
that game, for the people that know Dixit, usually you have to one of the players. Everyone has abstract cards with abstract art, and someone has to say a word. It can be like happy, and they choose one of their cards and puts it in a pile, and then all the other players are gonna try to put a card to confuse everyone else with the real card, and then you shuffle it, and then people have to guess which card was original from the person that said the word.
Mm.
If you
Okay.
get it right, you get points. If you get it wrong, the person that whose card it belonged to gets points because it tricked you pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
That's Dixit. In this one, it's a bit different because now there's a tableau of abstract cards,
Hmm.
and everyone has like a tablet, not a tablet, but like a board where
Okay.
they mark the cards that they think relates to the word. And then if you have similar opinion, or like you chose the same card as another player, you get points. If no one else chose the same card as you, then you don't get points because
Okay.
no one agreed with you.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good. And then to finish off, I was like, you
Oh.
know what? I cannot let Masked Maple get the White Castle before I play this game. And yes, we are talking. If you were with us last episode, we are talking about Voidfall. I got Voidfall in the mail probably last week, and
No, no, that wasn't last week because if it wasn't last week,
oh,
we were not talking about a Voidfall and how you just open it, recorded an unboxing video, and then you put it out again in the
Shuffle
shuffle
Chain.
chain.
That is true.
So
That is
at
accurate.
least 2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks. It took me
Hmm.
2 weeks to get the game out. It took me a couple of days to read the rules and understand them. I not only read the rules, I watched How to Play by Mr. Paul Grogan,
Okay. Oh, nice.
and then I was trying to watch his solo playthrough and his 3-player games, and it was anyway.
Eternal.
I was like super like trained on how to play Boyfall, and then they have a tutorial, and I'm almost done with it.
Okay.
I'm almost done with it. I started, but the problem is that I think the heaviness of Boyfall is in the rules that it has, and some part of it is on the options that it gives you, because it's a lot of upkeep. You know, a full
Okay.
cycle of the game. There's so much upkeep to do. Like you need to remember this, you need to remember that. So many little things that are important for the game,
And
but
there
you
are
need to
not there
remember.
is no like this piece of the sheets that sometimes
There is no
they
player
included
aid.
with you. Player aid. Thank you. Thank
Well,
you.
the thing is that the game has a ton of iconography. I actually don't know if I have not seen
But
another game with more
what's the meaning?
iconography.
What's the meaning of the iconography if you don't have a player aid to go back, take a look
It
on the
does have
iconography?
like a full-on 2-page
A booklet. It
iconography
has a booklet.
description. It has a booklet of a glossary which details in
Okay.
written words
Hmm.
the effects of every single card,
Okay.
which
Okay.
that is appreciated because otherwise all you have is the icon, which the icons are good. Like you can
Straightforward.
once you learn the language, then you're like, okay, this is what it means. This is what it's asking. Uh, but at the beginning, it's like this is a different language. I don't understand that.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, once you get past all the iconography and the small rules,
Hmm.
it's fairly straightforward. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the heaviness comes from those two that I mentioned,
Hmm.
but it
Well,
looks good.
okay. Well, now thank you for ruining the surprise because at least I wanted to, keep our promise to the audience saying, okay,
Uh,
we will have this poll every week and say what is most probably to happen. Like, I don't know, the end of
I
war
know.
conflicts
I ruined it.
or Axel playing Voidfall, for
Oh, come on.
instance.
Obviously, it was going to be the end of world conflicts.
Ooh,
Uh,
or things like that,
yeah.
some things more interested than just waiting for Axel to start playing Voidfall. Eh, But in my perspective, you
Mhm.
still are learning the game. You have not played the game yet.
I have almost finished a tutorial,
No,
which
no,
I will
no.
count it
It's not
as
the
a
same. It's
game.
not the same shit. Because you have to really play the game. Even if you
Okay,
play it
fine.
I mean, even you play the
Fine.
one
I'll play a solo, non-tutorial
the
scenario.
solo mode.
I'll play
Come
it
on.
live. I'll record it. How about that?
Yeah, that will be good. So tell me when it's live. So for those insomnia nights, I'll put it in the
You'll
back and then
join
like,
me.
yeah.
Oh, that way. Yes.
Yeah, it will be a 3 hours long video, enough
Oh, for
time
sure. For
for
sure. The tutorial is taking a while. But then again, it's me like checking what the iconography says and making sure I don't skip a
I
step on the cycle.
I'm curious about that because I don't know if that happened to you. Who is in your group of friends?
Hmm.
For I mean, some say like I don't know if you are the person in charge of learning and explaining the rule every time. I don't know.
Most of the time, I am the person with the games for sure.
Okay.
But I have a good friend from, you can call it like a colleague.
Okay.
Um, but I got him into games, and
She's
now he's getting
regretting.
his own
She's
games.
regretting. Oh, oh,
No,
okay.
he's getting his own game. So sometimes when
Mm,
we get together with my other friends, I him
mm.
sometimes he explains the games.
Okay.
That brand,
Okay.
yeah, It used to be like me just bringing the games, and now it's like I bring some games and he brings a couple
M-
games, and then we have more options.
my question is because I don't know what are you going to do when you have to explain Voidfall to the persons you're playing with. I mean,
Ah,
I'm just curious.
it's gonna be. You know what?
And
Actually, this friend of mine, he is very interested on playing Boyfall. So if
ooh,
I'm ever going to play Boyfall with somebody else,
it's gonna be
it's
with
gonna be
him.
him.
Okay,
It's gonna
good.
be him. Honestly, his name is Sergio, by the way. Sergio, if you ever watching this,
Oh,
hi.
Trader is the other
Yes,
one.
Sergio,
Ah,
Sergio, original Sergio.
oh, the
Oh,
original. Oh, so
you
you are
you are.
putting
What
some
are you talking
turbulence in
about?
the
You're Master
force
Meeple.
here.
I don't know what you're acting like.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, because the Sergio is the other guy, the one
it's
that
the
is
other
the
guy.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
the employee.
yeah, exactly, the non-important person behind the
Um.
account.
Anyway,
Anyhow, uh-huh.
yeah, I think what I will do is that I am gonna ask him to watch the video. I'm gonna ask. Oh, by the way, it's a 1 hour long video.
What?
Yeah, it's a 1 hour long how to play video by Paul Grogan. And Adri in the chat was asking how long is the rule book. It is 40 pages.
What the
40
fuck?
pages with a lot of examples, but also very like small print. So yeah, but a
So
lot of examples, which is what's important.
I get. I mean, I like to get involved in every single aspect of my friends, you know, and I that's how I know your wife has a like a book club or book account, when
Yes,
she accounts something related with books. That's all I know.
yes,
So
yes,
you
you know.
can tell her that if she reads the rule book, she can count as one of the books that she had written through the year. I think
That's true.
so far.
I that's my defense for when people are like, "Well, why don't you read
I
books?"
do
Your
every
wife like
time. I
your
do
wife
every
reads so many
time.
books, and I'm like, I do read books. I read
Yes,
specifically rule books.
but I do. There are books.
Yeah,
There's book in the name, so it's a book,
correct. That is correct.
right?
Yes, that's true.
Interesting. So yeah, I'll ask you again next week because, like I said, for me, I'll consider this as a non-playing yet game. So
maybe
mhm.
maybe in the yeah maybe next weekend I'll play it like a full
We'll never know.
an
We'll never
official
know.
scenario. We'll see. We'll see. You have to stay tuned.
Well, yeah, definitely. We'll see.
All
Well,
right, Mr. Mass Maple, what have you been playing this week?
for me, it's been a very interesting week that started on Friday
Hmm.
because for some reasons that maybe we can talk about later in the episode, but
Hmm.
yeah, my group of friends, my friends that regularly come to play games on Saturdays, they came on Friday,
Hmm.
and so we started the night playing Dice Throne. So we played Dice Throne.
Volume
Then
1, Volume 2, or Volume 6?
we mixed it up. We play with
Mm.
characters from the episode. What's the name? The first box, the second box,
The Volume 1,
volume one,
Season
volume
1 or
two.
Season 2?
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. Then then I realized that I forgot to mention that I also have the Marvel set. And then
Oh,
I
so
forgot
the
to
new.
mention as well that I had the Santa versus Krampus small box set. So at the end, it was like
Damn.
anyway. I mean, it was like okay, we have enough characters. It's not like
Yeah,
oh, I got
this one.
shorting characters to choose from. So no, that wasn't the case. It was just like
Excellent. Plenty of options.
plenty of options at the end. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was fun and they liked it. It was just this chaotic kind of games when you just throw dice and mess it up with other people. And after that, I have some bad memories about what happened next.
What happened?
No, I mean that's one of the things because normally I used to record or at least take pictures for trying to uh, create some content on the social
Right,
media,
right.
things like that. But
Everything is content.
exactly everything is content. But at the same time, it was like okay, whatever. Then I introduced them because that time we also have an extra visitor for our game night, so we were five people at some point playing.
Mhm.
So with that count of players, we have to take another game that more less strategic because we wanted to play more games than just one in the entire night. So that's
Hmm.
why we choose this small, chaotic zombie themed game called Bullets and Teeth. Bullets and Teeth
Mm.
is a game from an independent company, a small box, which thematically um, is the end of the world.
Okay.
Why is that? Because we have finally the apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse, and everything was caused because a small kitty was eating some poop, and that created a kind of bacteria, some sort, and
Zombie
then
bacteria.
yeah, something like that, and then that kitty got crazy, start biting people, and that's how
Oh
everything,
no.
yes, went out
That's
of
why
control.
team dogs always have your dog
Exactly,
instead of
right? Yeah, yeah,
cats.
that's
Yes.
why. And also, I mean, that makes perfectly sense if there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse. I would rather prefer to be a pet to start the everything, to start everything, the chaos.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, what the game itself is, just you just have to play cards. Every turn you take one card from bullets, which are basically weapons or abilities that you're going to play once you are the bait. So there is a card called the bait, and
Hmm.
when you are the bait, you have to defeat all the horde of zombies that was created throughout the turns of the other players. Because
Hmm.
you will be the last player in clockwise order will be the bait first.
Mm.
And then so that will cause that all the players will take turns before you, and that will create that at least you will have to defeat probably four. So let's say with a five-player game, you will have to defeat four different zombies or four cards of zombies. So with your card, you have to play suits of cards that will allow you to kill multiple zombies with one card, or discard some, or just throw the bait to another player. So it's kind of chaotic, fun game
Hmm.
because you are,
Hmm. How many?
and it's a
How many
last,
players?
yeah, and the last player stands is the winner basically.
Mm, you gotta
So
survive.
you have to survive and be able to defeat whatever. At some point, it was just a nightmare. It was just terrific. The amount of zombies in the horde for the night, it was like, I don't know. I counted 25 zombie cards, and that's why the last player wasn't able to defeat it. It was kind of fun. Well, no, it was kind of. It was fun. It was chaotic. We enjoyed.
Who won?
My wife won. Yeah, she won.
Nice.
Um, yeah. And then afterwards, we decided to just move along and try to get you know, more relaxing games. And that's why we just wanted to start playing again another round of
Boyful.
tournament. No, 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 no. We're just trying to mix it up at some point, and we just play some small card games that we had. What's the Maskman? Unfortunately, I wasn't recording that. Maskman is
Mm.
this the Oink Oink. I love the name of the company, the
Point games.
creative Oink Games.
Small games.
Hmm. Actually, I
Mm.
don't remember what else we played, but that's so far what we played. And then the next day, I attended a small gaming convention that happened every season in my area,
Mm-hmm.
where basically is you pay for playing games with some other players.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their own collection for the
Mm-hmm.
event. So you can just take whatever game you want from the shelves and play, and you can learn, and you can talk, and you blah 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 blah. But also there is a specific time during the convention when you can take your games and put it for sale. And then if you
Mm.
wanted to sell some games, you can just put it there.
You
It's like
sell
a
them
market
even?
flea. It's a market flea market. It's a flea market.
Perfect.
And then yeah, so I took some games. I didn't sell all the games, unfortunately, but I sold some. And
Wow. That's a
I
big
have
moment in your board gamer life.
yes.
What did you
Honestly,
sell?
it was because it was the first time ever that I sold a game. It was
Wow.
the very first time. And also it was the very first time that I donated a couple of games. Thank you for that. I know I deserve it. Thank you so
Yes.
much. I
People
know.
people in chat, please stand in ovation for
Yes,
the
please.
amazing the amazing thing that
I know
last
this
people
kind
was
of
able to do. Not everyone is as strong.
exactly no, and also something related with that is that I really wanted to make it real. So it was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to carry on all these games back home. So what I'm gonna do? I'm just put some for donation as well. So woo! So I
All right,
donated games and I sold
nice,
games. So it's the whole package. So it was
perfect.
kind of nice and things like
It was
that.
a good time.
But at the same time, I attended the convention with my girl, with my oldest girl, because she's
Hmm.
really into board games, and we played some
Nice.
games. We played Ticket to Ride. Is you know me, I'm not big fan of the franchise, but
You didn't bring your own
things
sunrise
things
lane.
things that you do for love, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So she
Oh,
likes it. All luckily it wasn't the original version. There was this Nordic version, I don't remember the name, but there
okay.
was like yeah, the map was the Nordic peninsula. And
Yep.
yeah, things like yeah, it was fun because they have some mechanics implemented there, not
So
only
it's a bit
just throwing
different.
cards and put some trains in the map.
Oh,
So it
trains.
was cool. She won clean victory. She played fantastic. She won.
Damn.
But then I decided to, I will not allow her to, just go and chant everywhere that she defeated her dad. So I choose the next game. So we play the Star Realms. She knows how to play it, but it
Nice.
was a game that definitely I was merciless
Oh
totally.
wow,
And I
you went
won that
full power.
full power. But then she picks a Splendor, and
Oh,
she won Splendor, which was like, okay, I'm terrible in that game. Honestly, I
Splendor.
still don't know how to
Splendor
play.
duel?
Not Splendor, regular Splendor. You want
Normal Splendor.
normal Splendor?
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
So 2-1.
No, and then there was a fourth game that I won, and that was like, okay, that's it. That's it for today. We were planning
What's the
actually to
tie?
play King of Tokyo for the first time
Oh,
ever, but
nice.
some other family took it before us, and it was like, oh damn, we cannot
Oh
wait that
no.
long to play it. So
Sadness. Okay.
anyhow, it was fun. We played some games, and yeah, that's so far what happened over the weekend, over the week. Some simple games, and nothing fancy so far, but at the end they were fun, which is
Yeah.
you know, the the
You got
meaning of
together.
wargaming.
You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
together at a table and make
There
some
were there were
good
laughs,
memories.
there were laughs, there were some tears, of course, and screaming.
Nice.
So it's a regular game night.
Regular game night. What a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, Adri, I'm terrible and Splendor. Yes, that's you believe
That's
it
the
or
truth.
not,
That's a
I'm
fact.
terrible. That's a fact. Yes, yes, I'm pretty coming here, and the thing is, I really don't know how to play it with the strategy. It's like there was
Easy.
no, I don't know. I just tried to focus on some. I don't know.
You
So
spend you spend money to make money.
I know, but
Like in real life.
what I do is I wait so long to take because I'm waiting to take
Greedy.
the higher stuff.
Greedy.
Exactly. And my daughter was like, okay, I'll just play this, and she was just getting the small points, blah blah blah. And at some point she hit one of seven
Ah,
points, and that's it. They were like, what
that's
the?
it.
Yeah.
Mass Meeple. Well, took too
Uh,
long.
Yeah, it took me too long to really got into it, but
Mm,
anyhow, that's it.
that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's what happened. So that ended the first section of our podcast. As always, very
Yes.
fun too,
Yes.
because this is part of what happened when after game night. Yes, sir.
After game night.
Hmm.
All right. So
So
section two.
now let's go. So what? You have to excuse us, good people. I know we let you down, but it was a chaotic week. Everything was,
Life was busy.
upside down everywhere. So we cannot be,
I
we
blame
are
the
not
rest of the world.
excluded. We cannot be excluded from the hour. We feel something in our it's
Yes.
that that didn't allow us to deliver everything as usual.
Yeah.
And with that, I meant that we were not actively posting about, or asking about your opinion for the topic of tonight. But if
Mhm.
you're there and you are watching us and you want to participate, you let us
We would
know.
love that.
Otherwise, you can always leave it in the
Leave
comments
in the
later.
comments. We'd
Yeah,
love to
whatever.
read it
Don't be
later for
shy.
sure.
Don't be shy. It's okay to comment and whatever
Yeah,
you say. I
it's
mean,
free.
if you can too,
Do it.
curse
Do it while it's
Axel,
free.
do it. Curse it. I do often. It's fun. Do it. And yeah. So the topic of the game of this week, my good friend, share it
The
with us.
topic
And
of this week is,
yes,
which
hmm,
you guys voted on, all of our followers on Instagram. You guys
that's for
voted for
sure.
the topic on Thursday, and it is top two player games.
Yes,
And
sir.
yes, so
We
we
have
chosen our top three.
yes, and also we have a discrepancy here just couple of hours ago because we had a misunderstanding because this is what happened when
This
we
is what
do
happens
everything.
after
This
game
is
night.
and we don't have enough time to plan everything. But still, we have a
We're
good
here.
time and we do great,
We're
I
here.
think. Because I understood that the topic specifically was looking to or for games that the maximum or are just for two only specifically
Top
for two players, right?
two player only games.
Two
Yes,
player only games.
two player
But
only games.
there was also like, okay, maybe I didn't, I wasn't that specific on the in the question and the
It could be
poll.
games that are for more players, but it plays well at two players.
So we
But I
did
think we
whatever we
both.
want. We did whatever we want, and we picked whatever we want. And you will find. So please, if you have to claim something here, or you have any concern or anything to say about the confusion we had, is because
Mhm.
this guy over there. But that's okay. This is part of the fun of the night. So
Of
we're
course,
gonna start with our top three games, two-player games,
only,
which could be games that
only.
only only then that was the final word of this guy. So anyhow, why don't you start with your
Why do I
number three?
start first?
Are you
Number
considering your games part of like the less like game to the most like the game for you, or is nothing related with the order here?
maybe,
No, maybe not. Give me good
maybe yes,
reason.
maybe not.
Mm, okay.
If you subscribe, then I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, for the exclusive, we'll do it for the exclusive.
Exclusive,
Mm-hmm.
exclusive information. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So my number three
Your
is
number three.
a game by Pandasaurus Games.
Oh,
It came
okay.
out a couple years ago, and it is called That Time You Killed Me.
Oh, really?
Yes, That Time You Killed Me.
Let me
And
see if
it's a
we
very
can
interesting two-player only, kind of abstract. I'm gonna call that abstract game.
look how abstract is this
I
game.
mean,
You
those are
can
horses with hats, which yeah.
horses with that. Yes, yes, yes.
But in essence, in the game, what you're doing is that you are traveling in time. There are three boards in front of you. One is the past, one is the present, and one is the future. And you are trying to eliminate the other player. Each one of you will have multiple copies of yourself across the multiple time points. So, like the three time points that I explained. And your job is to move your pieces in such a way that you push the other player's pieces off the board, and that's how you eliminate them. So of course you are trying to take care of your pieces, so you don't get pushed, but at the same time you're trying to push the other player's pieces off the board. It's very interesting.
Mhm.
It comes with multiple modules where at the beginning, like the base games, just push the other enemy off the board. But then as you grasp the rules of the game, you can open a new module and it adds new rules, a new mechanism to keep it fresh. I think it's a pretty cool
So
idea for
it's a
sure.
legacy game.
Yeah.
So you break
No,
things
you don't
there,
really break
parts.
things. You don't really break
No.
things. I'll call it like a module, kind of like a
Okay.
mini small campaign. I think there's only like four modules, so
Okay.
like a four scenario campaign if you want to see it that way.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't think nothing. I don't think ever anything breaks. You just it's just like a kind of like the excitement of the surprise of like, oh, what am I gonna see in this new box? And then
Okay.
I guess you can repack it for someone else to discover it.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, that's cool. That is my number three. That Time You Killed Me. I haven't played it enough, and that's maybe why I put it number three.
Hmm.
Maybe if I play it more, I will. It might rise up to my top one, but we'll see.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice. That's pretty cool. I haven't played that one particularly. I think that maybe something within the theme was the
The
what
tractor.
stopped me to actually got into it and try to
Hmm.
find more about it. And but now that you're this is part of what we are thinking of sharing by sharing the games, right? That
Hmm.
once you hear the opinion from other players, maybe it
Change your
changed
mind.
your mind. Yes, so that's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
That's really cool. I was actually trying to find something that makes me want to play the game.
Hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see in that case. So
Yeah.
now let's see if I can find something that really makes me, or catch my attention here. So
Let's see.
now let's move to my number three here.
Let's
So
do it.
let me share with you. This is a really cool game, one of my first games, and I have talked about it in previous episodes, I think, because this is also one of the games that initiated everything in my collection.
Gloomhaven.
It's yes, no, Gloomhaven is
Good
not
play.
for two. So let me, without further presentation here, I will present you Seven Wonders
Uh-huh.
Duel.
I
Ha
knew it.
ha! Ha
I knew
ha!
it.
Look at that.
With
Seven
expansion
Wonders
or no expansion?
with expansions
Which
now
one?
all the way down, both.
Oh, all three of
Because I have no limits on my
on
ambitions
his
here.
spending.
I'm expanding everything. Yeah, no, I like everything. I mean, the base game is fun. I like it a lot.
Mhm.
Before it, I this is actually my first approach to the Seven Wonders games.
Okay.
There's now we have Seven Wonders original, Seven
Original.
Wonders Duel, and we have some
Architects.
architects, right? Which
Yes.
are all in the same universe.
Hmm.
But yeah, the thing that catch my attention here, I haven't. By the time I played this game, I had just few no, I mean just not or few or to nothing knowledge about board games.
Hmm.
And when I played this one, it made more sense when I played the original Seven Wonders because it was
Mm,
like, okay, you are producing goods that will help you to build more
yeah.
cards and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Although the way this game plays, I like, I mean, much more in all pretty much in everything that the original one,
Yeah.
starting from the way that you score or the three possible ways that you have to win,
Hmm.
which is for by having the most points at the end of the game. Those points basically could come from cards or from the wonders that you build,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
in some, if you include the expansions, you can also find points coming from the Senate or yeah, I think from Senate. There are also some, oh yeah, there with the gods on the
With
in the
expansion.
pantheon,
Yeah.
from the pantheon. You can also have some points if you choose some gods, I guess. So yeah,
Hmm.
anyway,
Hmm.
so you can have the most points at the end of the game and you will win the game just like that. The other way to win is if you are committed to the war, and if you are able to move the war pawn from the middle of the board all the way to the city of your opponent, then you
Hmm.
win the game, which is very difficult.
Automatically.
It's very, I think I consider the next two ways to win the game the most difficult, I think,
Hmm. Hmm.
because it's easy for some players to start realizing that you are focusing in this
Pushing.
strategy, and then
Yeah.
it's sometimes it's more easy to start of course that will also waste the chance to or will mess up with your strategy because you have to waste some turns to start, or containing the military from the opponent. But it's possible. It's, I think, one of the less probable ways to win. Although I recently played in BGA and I won against a really
Mhm.
good player.
You
So
can play on BGA.
never, yes, yes, sir. So
What?
never underestimate the
The
any
power.
any way that you have in this game to win. So yeah, like I
Mm,
said, there was a really nice game against a very experienced player, and I won by military. So that's it. And the last one, which is, on my opinion, one of my favorites, and this is why I lost most of the games in this game, is because
mhm.
I like to win or try to win by science because I am man of science, and this
Yes,
is what I try
science.
to do. So if you are able to have six different science icons in your city, then you win automatically the game. There is
Hmm.
no
Hmm.
scoring points for having different sign symbols at the end of the game, as in the
Yes.
regular Seven Wonders. This is just plain victory. So you have to go for all the different icons, which is, I guess, again, one of the most difficult ways to win the game because once the opponent realizes that this
Should
is
realize.
your way to, or this is what you're trying to do for or what is your strategy uh, to win the game, then they
Hmm.
will automatically try to take the cards that is they're missing in your city.
Hmm.
Again, this is very strange, but in the last two games that I played in this game
In BGA,
online, one I won by science, and the second by
military.
war, by battle. So
Does
very
BGA
strange.
have the expansions to the game?
Yes, they have
It
both.
does.
Yes, sir.
What?
So you need to create a table for us
Right
just
now.
right now, and
Right
we'll
now.
start. Yes, you do that. Because
Okay.
yeah, it included both expansions. I liked the game originally when it came only with the base game. I played a ton of times, like I said, because it was one of the first game, and because I didn't have
Hmm.
much more games.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's also
that's
an.
the
Does the expansion fit in the base game?
no. I unfortunately no. They have their own insert each box,
Yeah.
so I had to
Okay.
keep them in there. I think if you remove the insert, they will
Maybe it
probably
fits.
fit. But I like the way it's the box and the insert were designed
Hmm.
for the game, so I
Yes.
keep it. It's one of the few games that I have the boxes for the expansion, or I try to
Very
have to
nice.
have the box
Very
for the
nice.
expansions. There are some games that there is no way to fit everything in one box, but even though if I was able to find a way to put everything in one box, I think I will still keep those for
Nice.
they're
Nice.
nice. They're nice.
Actually, Adri on the chat is saying that she has Seven Wonders and has not played it, and that she
Mm.
played a lot of Seven Wonders Duel Architects on BGA, but doesn't know how many times she has played Seven Wonders Duels, and she has only won once. That's
Mm.
okay. You just keep playing, get that experience, and then you will become an expert.
And then there's a cute picture of all the authors of the game. And you recognize, are you
Of
able to
course, that is
recognize?
the designer of Cyclade's
And
best
of course,
game ever.
best game ever. There we go.
Best game ever. Mr.
Mhm.
Bruno Catala.
Catala, and then it's
Catala.
Antoine Bauza.
Antoine Pausa.
Yes,
Very good,
sir.
very good. Excellent.
Very
Well,
good, very good, very good.
um, let's see. The last time someone was trying to win by war, Adri says that was the only time I won. This person didn't know how to keep it going and was defeated.
Hmm.
Oh, nice. There you go. See, it happens.
It happens. Yes, it happens. Definitely. I
It
know. I know.
happens. All right.
So,
Well, to keep
what
it
about
short,
you?
my
Yes,
number two
you're number
just
two.
happens to be Seven
No,
Wonders Duel
no,
as well. Yes, sir. But
no.
unfortunately for me, I do not have the expansions.
Okay.
I need to get them. They're not terribly expensive
No,
on
if they're not.
Amazon. They're
No.
very accessible. Um, but yeah, I need to get them. It's such a good game. Such. a great option for two-player games.
Yes.
Not too simple, but not too difficult to get into.
Look at this amazing shirt here. I like this. Anyway,
Perfect.
do you have anything else to add on top of what
To add
or
to
we
it,
have said? Yes,
that
and in terms of
well,
the gaming itself, like
the game
what
itself.
what is the what is what you like the most of this game?
What I like the most about this game is the multiple paths to victory, the multiple options for your strategy,
Hmm.
and that it's surprisingly very interactive in the sense of like
Yes.
you cannot just focus on what you're doing, like we were talking about. You have to pay attention to what your opponent is doing, because if you only focus on your strategy, then you might lose. You might have an early lost because your opponent was able to pull the military victory or the science victory. So you really need to have a strategy, but also be able to adapt to what your opponent is doing and try to mitigate their progress. Yeah, no, I like it. It's very, I think it's simple. I think it's very
Yep.
simple to play, but it gives you plenty of
The rules are
options.
simple. Are simple because you just have to take a card, right? It's
Yeah, so I
everything.
think if you want like thinky two-player game, I think this is good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll buy it, and then yes, this is one of my favorites ever. That's why
Hmm.
we included in this top. There we
Yes.
go.
I'm surprised
Uh,
it's not number one. What happened?
no, the
Chess?
number no, strangely enough, because we can. I mean, the next game that I would like to talk
All
about
right. Number two.
is heavy as hell as well.
Heavy Boyful.
Heavy, heavy. No, not that heavy. It's just this is a very, what can I say, a very thematic game. It's very
Okay.
thematic. It's very thematic. And
Okay.
sadly, the theme of this game looks like will never ends because you will have this um, theme present nowadays. Um, and this is sad to mention, but it was
Mhm.
fun. It's fun to play it because you're pretending that you were there and you're pretending to
Yes.
play the war. And this is one of the games that I like to share with you now. Is yes, there we go. Twilight Struggle.
Twilight Struggle. Wow.
Twilight Struggle.
I have not had the opportunity to play this game, but people say it's really good, and it was made in 2005, so
2005.
it's been around for a
Yes.
while.
I mean, look at the art. They are just pictures in there.
Yeah.
It's just a game that the production is just basic, very basic
Very
production.
basic. Well, GMT is known for keeping things very blunt and
Yeah,
not using very uh, colorful
yeah.
illustrations.
There is no big effort. I mean, honestly, on trying to show some production in the game, but what
Hmm.
I think is more valuable in the game,
Yeah.
it's for sure
How
the
often do you get to play this game?
I have played it like no, often no because it's been a while since the last time I played. But
How
it's
many
still,
times have you played this game?
I think three or four
Okay,
maximum.
it's pretty good.
Right? I got I got it when the collection wasn't that big. That was also part, I think, one of the reasons
But you
I
got
have played, more than once.
yes,
you
yes.
know, Uh, I was in the first time I was looking for this game is because I'm a big fan of history. I'm a big fan of all the historical events through,
Okay,
the humankind,
interesting.
uh, and that's why. And also this particular period of time in time, uh, it called my attention from the very first time that I studied it and I knew about it. I heard about it, so I really like it.
Hmm.
First of all, because of the thematic. Then, without knowing anything about the rules or anything, I was just like, "This is a game about the Cold War. That's it." And you have to pretend that you are really change the course of the Cold War on all the different world scenarios throughout the historical events in time. So that was the thing that catch my attention. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I start trying to learn the game, oh my goodness, it was one of the toughest games that for me was trying to learn at that point, because I had just experience with games, but not these kind of games.
How many? What's the weight on the
It
VGG?
it I don't know.
Is it 3 point something or
I don't
four
know.
point
Let me
something?
see. Let me see. We have the
Let's check
information right
this.
here. We have
Let's
the
check
information
this.
right here. So we have 3.6. 3.6.
3.6. All right. So yeah, it's
But
pretty heavy.
why I think
3 hours.
yes, I think yes.
Three
And
hours.
what I think is the most complicated part of the game is
Mm-hmm.
learning the
Okay.
game. And by learning is because the rule book, at least from the version I have, is terrible.
Mm.
It's terrible. I had to watch a video like I don't know how many times, and I have to go back in the video and try to what the heck is doing here.
Understand what's
And
talking
the
about.
thing is, the video was referring a previous version of the game, like a previous edition of the
Oh,
game.
did they
So
change
there
some
were
rules?
some changes, and it was like, oh my god, now this can what happened here? It was kind of confused, but at the end, I didn't want to just surrender to the idea of not being able to play the game, because it was very
Yeah.
difficult for me to play, because I really wanted to play. It was one of my obsessions when I started playing the games. If you go and check my Instagram feed, I think it was one of my first posts ever.
No,
So yeah, because this
it's
was
very
one of the
special.
games. No, also because there was like when I was just not. I mean, the collection was not that long. And
Yeah.
yeah, but I like it. The game is very strategic. It's very thematic, and it makes sense. It just makes sense. Just makes sense the way it plays. Um, and I will really like to have the chance to play it again soon.
Can you play on BGA?
No, I don't think so.
What?
I don't think so. It will be
That's
very
sad.
it will be great, and it will be very helpful, because it will allow me to try to relearn this game, because if I would like to play the game again, I will need to learn it again. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot
That's.
of things that I don't remember, honestly. But yeah,
I agree.
what I remember is that it was great, and I
There
consider
you
I
go.
is one of the things that I would like to play it again. That's for sure. So that's my
Perfect.
number two.
Adri is saying in the chat that she heard so many great things about the game and she'd like to play it. Yep, same here. I mean, it was on top one of the board game geek like back in
Yeah,
2010, those years. So there
yeah.
must be
For
a
a
reason
reason.
why it was
Yeah.
up there. It's pretty
Yep.
good.
Yep.
All right, it has to go into my
Number two.
list of playing games. All right, so
Oh
we
well, no, it's
are number one.
number one. Yes, number one for you.
Number
Yes.
one. My number one, it's a game from Alderac Entertaining Group AG,
Hmm.
and it is a board, and there are cards, and there is a bag with multiple poker chips, and I am
Just
talking
like that.
about War Chest. I This game
Yes.
always caught my attention for the longest time until I had the opportunity to play it online, because
Hmm.
it is a game I don't have, but I am it's definitely on my wish list. I really enjoyed it. I got to play with Mario actually from Two Player Talk. So Mario, you ever hear or listen to our podcast? Hello, thank you
Yeah.
for showing this game to me. I play with him online. There's like a website where you can play war chess,
Okay.
and it feels kind of like chess because you're playing with these pieces, these different units with different um, uh, um, skills or values, and you're pretty much trying to do capture the flag kind of the game. So there's three spots on the board, and you're trying to go capture them so that you get points for them. But obviously, your opponent's trying to do the same thing. And in addition, I think you have to spend chips of the same unit to be able to deploy that unit. So it's very interesting. So it's not as simple as it sounds, and that's part of why I like it. Of the strategy that you have to come up with the units that you have. I really like it.
Okay.
Have you
And
played it?
no, I have not. Again, this is one of the games that before we start the episode tonight, I
Hmm.
got confused with another game
Oh
that
yeah.
I was thinking, but yeah, no, I recognize it. I remember seeing it in some stores.
Hmm.
It
Hmm.
caught my attention. The size of the box was like, what the heck should is
It's
included in here? Because
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
because they
a
pocket
cube. It's a
chips.
cube, right? I mean, it's
Hmm.
literally a cube box.
Yeah, and the pocket
Um,
chips are nice. They're like heavy.
okay,
I
they're
think
like okay.
they look heavy because
Let's see
again
it.
I played online, so I don't know
Let's
what
see.
the physical version, but it looks like the high quality poker chips.
Yeah, yeah, they look like it.
Hopefully, for the
Yeah.
price, I think it should be.
Yes. Yeah. Look at these bags. Nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That looks nice. That looks like a
looks
regular chip.
delicious.
Nice. Yes. Yes.
Uh,
So
yeah,
yeah, but it was like one of the games that probably will need to find. In my case, we'll need to find a correct person to play it
yeah,
because wait, you can say this is an abstract game. Will
yeah,
you? Yeah, right.
yeah. I
So
think it is.
in this house, there we're not. Well, I, it's not that
Not
I'm
fan,
not, but we're
not big
not
fans.
not big fan of that abstract games. But even though I will really like to at least play it once and see if it convinces me to try to convince the people here to play the game as well. But yeah,
Mm.
I'll like to play it first and then see if I will also look for have a physical copy at home as well.
Yeah,
Nice,
yeah. No, I like it. I enjoy it. I
perfect,
recommend it,
recommended, riquísimo.
and I
So,
am looking forward to when it's on sale so I can get my own copy.
perfect, perfect,
And
perfect.
it has a couple expansions too, by the way.
Mm,
I have
okay.
not tried those.
So
Anyway,
more chips.
more chips, more
Perfect.
chips and fish. Yes.
More chips, Ricky. So we are getting close to the
Number
number
one,
one.
number mask
With
and
that
maple one.
number one, and that is my favorite two-player games ever.
Gloomhaven.
And it's no two-player game. This is a game again. Thematically, it's about the end of the world. This is a game that will put or will uh, you will have two players facing each other for control of the most valuable resource in Earth on Earth at the end of everything, which is water. And the game is called. Let me try to
Wingspan.
share before. No, Wingspan. No, it's Radlands. Radlands.
Ratlands
Ratalands.
by
Roxley Games.
Roxley Games.
Roxley Games. Yes, sir. Look at
Roxley
this art.
Games.
This
Ooh.
gorgeous. I mean, the
This
game,
looking.
the base game is this small box because you only have two decks of cards. So it's not
So
two
is this a
decks.
deck building
It's a
game?
big no. It's just a one big deck of cards, and
Okay.
you have another small deck of bases or fortress. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the base. They're like a bases.
Okay.
And what you are trying to do is every player has three bases. I will call bases, and
Mm-hmm.
then the objective of the game is destroy those bases. Okay, so you
Mm.
have to attack the opponent, and you are going to spend water, but to play the cards that you need to do damage to the other players' bases,
This water
and
is the currency.
the water is the currency. Yes, sir. And
Very nice. Very
normally
nice.
you will. This game is really clever in the gameplay itself. I've never played a game like this before I played this one. uh
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it looks like it's very difficult sometimes to play some cards, but the idea that you don't have to play it just for the effect that you have on the field, on the battlefield, but you can also use the effect. Let me put it here. Try to enlarge these images here. So
Mm-hmm.
like in these corners, top left corners of each card,
Mm-hmm.
if you discard the card, you will gain the effect in here. So you can
Mm.
either play the card by paying the amount of water that you can see here, like 3 drops, two
Right.
drop, one
Or you
drop,
can
2 drop,
do a one time.
a one-time effect by discarding the card, and that will also give you the sensation that you are doing something during your turn. There is no
Interesting.
turn when you say, "Oh my God, I'm screwed. I don't have anything to do." So far there is always something to do, either drawing a
Always
card, gaining extra water, playing some punks. I like this one, the idea of having
playing some
punks in the game.
punks.
Punks, yeah, just like that, playing punks.
Punks.
The punks is the cards, they all have this back. They're all
Oh,
similar, so when you play a
so you
card
can play them on the back
on
with
the
their
back,
as a
and they're
punk.
called punk, exactly, yes
What do
sir.
punks do for you?
It's just a block. It's there. Every person in front of your base is a blockade for the base. So you have to remove all what you have in front of this base in order to hit the base. So you have to remove whatever is in front of the base at this time, like this punk and
Mm-hmm.
this the other person. But every punk can only support one hit. So some
Mm,
any other character
mm-hmm.
um can get 2 hits before it gets removed from the game. But
But the
punks can,
punks are weak.
yeah, punks are weak, but they're very useful because they can, I mean, they're blocking you uh,
Right.
when you're trying to reach the other player base. So there is a ton of effects and strategies in the game, but this just everything about fighting is just a merciless, endless combat every time. Is frustration, is thing, and I every time this is real story. Every time I
Mm-hmm.
play this game, I got my hands sweat, and this because it's very tense sensation because it was like, oh my God, it's this coming here. What is going to play
Interesting.
the other player now? What is going to, every
Okay.
time. And it's really the games the game feeling that you have during the combats and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's enjoyable. I really like it. This is my favorite two-player games.
Wow.
It's been since the very time I played the first time, it became one of my top five, I guess. And then it
Did you
just
get?
escalated every time I played it. Was like, no, I like it. I like it. And I wish at some point the designers try to explore the chance of having an expansion for the game. Maybe
Did you
just
get?
adding more characters, maybe just adding any other whatever mechanic extra
Mm,
here. I mean, it's really cool. You maybe think that this is not necessary, but I
mm-hmm.
think it could be very interesting to have an expansion in this game.
Do you Is this was from Kickstarter, I think, right? Or
Well,
can you get it online?
no, you can get it from the Roxley game directly. The Roxley game store. There is
Mm-hmm.
two versions of the game. There is the normal version, this one. So you can get the no, sorry, this is actually the deluxe. This is the deluxe version. What you
Mm,
have here is this is a huge box, and when you open it, the only difference is because it includes two mats, two-player mats,
mm,
two neoprene mats. This mat here,
I see.
and the chips are these thick plastic chips
Mm-hmm.
for the water tokens, and then the cards. The quality of the cards in this version is amazing. Is this like plastic cards as well? Very
Mm-hmm.
thick, very very. Well, every time you shuffle the cards, they will not get damaged because
Mm-hmm.
the material is really nice. So that's why everything. Oh, this is the deluxe version again, and there is the base game. This is the base game. So
Mm,
the base game is just this small box. When you have the cards, the tokens are cardboard. That's the
mm-hmm.
thing, and the quality of the cards. It's just the regular. uh,
Gorilla Carp.
regular, yes, the regular card.
Regular card.
But I mean, if you don't want to, because I think it's quite expensive for what it is. In the, I mean,
Mm.
you are expecting
How
maybe,
much is it?
I think it's 60 something. I guess.
60 something.
Yes, I guess. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Damn.
The deluxe version, but the regular version you can even find it in Target. That's for sure. And in Target you will find it by less than $20. That's for sure. I know that because
Oh wow.
I have seen it in Target listed there.
That's
So
pretty good.
yeah, yeah, you can find it. It's very easy to find it everywhere. And if you are just if you play it and you say, okay, I don't. But honestly, in
You're
my
gonna like
opinion,
it.
if you play it with the deluxe version, I think you will like to have, if you will really like the game, you will like to have the deluxe version as well, because it will not you will not have the same feeling when you play the regular one.
Hmm.
You take my words. But yeah, that's it. Rodlands, my number one two-player game
That's pretty good. I
so
have
far.
seen that
So
game
far.
before and it didn't catch my attention, but after you talk so highly about it, it's now on my
Yeah, you
list
should
of
try.
games
I
to
think you
try for
should
sure.
try. I think you should try. I mean, I always try to let the persons decide if they wanted to try some games. I
Hmm.
never try to convince anyone to play a game,
Well, you
except this one,
okay.
because this is really nice. I really like it,
Okay.
and every time if sometime if you visit me and I like, okay, we can, what can we play now? I will say
We're gonna have
put
to
it
make
in the
the
table.
after game night convention.
Yes, definitely. Why not? Yeah.
Let's do it.
Exactly. AGN Con, we'll call it.
AGN Con.
AGN Con. So
I
if you
love it.
want to assist, you have to subscribe. So
There you
there's
go.
just a few spots.
Subscribers will be welcome.
They'll
They'll
have a
have a ticket.
discounted price. Yes, exactly. For the ticket.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, those were really I think those were excellent games that we mentioned in today.
Yep.
Adri is saying that the deluxe version is calling you, Axel. Don't deny it. Yeah, I mean, plastic components versus cardboard tokens is
I
not,
know this garbage,
and also
but
the quality of the cards is always
yep. Yeah, I know.
appreciated.
I definitely would like to try or to at least check the quality on the regular version just to
Hmm.
compare and say, yeah, this is garbage.
Mm.
But
But the
I
game's still there.
respect I respect the game the player who has the regular version as well.
Ah,
Anyhow.
fair, fair.
Anyhow. Anyway, so what if just try to, if someone in the chat want to share with us the
Yeah,
two player
Adri,
favorite to play game, Tadri, and
Adri, what are your
also
favorite two-player games?
for players or for the person that will watch the video after we finish the live tonight. If you want to put the comments and you can comment what are the your favorite top two player games. You're always
Hmm.
welcome, and
Hmm.
we encourage you to do so.
Yep.
Anyhow, so yeah, let's go to the last section of the podcast and just try to bring whatever chismecito you have for tonight.
Whatever chismecito I have tonight.
I mean,
Um,
it doesn't have to be board game related, you know. It's just
yeah, it won't
chismecito.
be board games related.
Woo!
All right,
So
I have to bring it in. I'm sorry.
we are
But
going to be canceled now. Nice, I like it.
I'll be brief and I'll be as impartial as I can. But
Wow, you're
I
really doing this. Okay, let
yes,
me.
of course. I mean, everyone probably has heard of it by now. And if you haven't heard about it, I don't know. Do you not have access to social media or internet? Because one way or another, you need to know about it. But I do want to bring attention to the world conflict that's happening right now between Israel and Palestine, and all the social media and different news that have been uh, pushed around on the different social medias and the internet. I find it interesting. I'm gonna focus in on the board game industry. I find it interesting that mm, no one has really no neither publishers or content creators or um, pretty much
Mhm.
no one in the board game industry has raised their voice in the matter. And I put it in perspective with when the whole Russian Ukraine conflict started. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure there were plenty of people that showed their support for Ukraine, right?
Hmm.
But in this situation, no one has said anything, pretty much like if nothing was happening. And I find that
Disturbing.
disturbing
Yes,
to say the
disturbing.
least.
Hmm.
Very briefly, if you wanna have my my take on the matter, I think that what was it? I forgot the Hassan
I know.
Hamas. The Hamas, sorry.
Uh,
I think what the Hamas did is terrible. I think that the attack on Israel was terrible, and I also think that what Israel is doing to Gaza and bombarding them is absolutely terrible. And the fact that they were the victims of a terrorist attack does not give them the right to just kill them however they want. But that's as far as I'm gonna get into the topic. I just think that it's important to be conscious about what's going on in the world, because
yeah.
we're safe here. We're having a good time. We're in peace. We have electricity, water. We have everything to us. We have board games. We have everything, and I think
Yeah.
it's important to stay conscious about the rest of the world. We're all living in the same world.
Yes, sir.
But
And
anyway,
I love that you had the courage to have this. Yeah, no, no, I honestly admire that, and not because I was kind of afraid of talking out. I don't really care about any consequences here. It's not that I don't. It's not because of that. It's just because
yeah,
also try to understand that I don't want to be or be in in a position where some guys may think that I'm in,
one side.
one side of another.
Right. It's complicated.
If there is a side that I would like to be, is in the side of, just get the fuck out of any
Peace,
conflict in the game and peace and stuff like that.
peace, and life.
Let's go out there and whatever. I mean, that's a dream. That's an
Yeah,
utopia. I understand it. I got it. But at the same time, it's very important to understand that if we are right now enjoying doing this while somewhere at this
yeah,
very exact time is
yeah,
suffering,
yeah,
whoever it is, whoever it is,
yep,
suffering by whoever the reasons are, I think it will be important just to be conscious about it and try. We are not going to resolve anything just by saying or mention it. We are
right,
not in position of doing shit here.
yeah.
But what at least we by talking man about it, I think it will be just
We're raising
something.
awareness.
Yeah, I don't care if we are watching just one white person, 2%, 10, a
Yes.
hundred. It doesn't matter. At the end, is we are doing this because this is one of the things we enjoy the most. And why is that? Because maybe at some point, some people that right now are suffering were maybe were had something to do with this to happen, to be happening right
Yeah.
now. Like, I don't know, whatever the contribution to the world is important of
Mm-hmm.
every person, right?
Yep.
And we maybe don't realize it that this is the price that we are paying right now
Yeah.
for being here, and is very disturbing, as you say.
Yeah.
And just for whoever feels this is necessary, I'm sorry, but I think this is not the solution. Never will be the solution. This is not
Mm-hmm.
necessary. That's my personal opinion. This is something, now put it
Yeah.
everything aside. I think there is no need. There will not. I understand there is frustration, there is anger, there is a lot of things, but there is also a lot of other things that we don't understand. We are not comprehending right now.
Yeah.
And maybe we are trying to, but at the end, we'll never know maybe the real reason or the real things behind what's happening, what's going on.
True.
Anyhow, we are
All right.
also trying
Well,
at the same time, just trying to give you a good time here. At
yeah,
the same
sorry to
time, no, but it's
sorry
okay.
to bring
Bring it
bad
in.
news. Bring bad news. But
No, but I think
um
it is necessary.
It
honestly.
is, yeah.
Yeah, just to
Anyway, do you
mention it,
have
just
any
to mention it.
happy news or happier news that you want to share with
I
us?
would like to, but I will. I think whatever we say after this, it will be
Uh,
like we were not serious about what we say. So
sure.
I will just leave it as is, and
Okay.
just try to put it in this
Sinking in.
way. I think we had already enough good things before this,
We did.
just for that, and we will have more time. And hopefully, better times. Or we will live in better times in the next weeks in the next episodes,
Yeah. Yeah,
then that will be a different
it will
situation,
be.
right? But anyhow,
It will be.
there we are, and it's been great as always, just being
Yeah.
here and try to uh, uh, just share with you the joy that we have every week being here. Just
Hmm.
before
Hmm.
we go, let me share with you our dear friend Adri from Wanderer Maple account in Instagram. In the order, these are the board games that I enjoy playing for two players:
Okay.
Patchwork, Seven Wonders Architects, Radlands, Hypur, and Azul. Okay,
Oh,
some of these
yeah.
games they are not specific for two players, but I agree that they are a really there are really good
Good
games to
options.
play for with
I
two
actually
players.
have been playing Hypur with Adri. She was showing
Mm.
me Hypur on Board Game Arena, and it's pretty good. I'm
I
surprised I hadn't had a chance to play it.
Yes, it happened to me as well. I have a happy memory of the game because the first time I played was with my daughter in the
Mm.
previous convention that I just mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
and before and since then we were looking to have a copy. The first time we together saw a copy available in a game store, I mean, it was like, yeah, take it. So we took the game and we have played a lot of times the game, and we really enjoyed Hyper. Azul is a very classic.
Mm-hmm.
Radlands, thank you. We agree. And actually, I think we played for the first time Radlands together. Adri, if I'm correct,
Mm.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh
The
yeah.
time she visited, yeah, there was some time when she visited the city, our city here,
Mm-hmm.
and we had the opportunity to play it together. And yeah, I think
Nice.
that's why she enjoyed it the most. Also because
Oh,
I'm a really good
cool.
teacher. Patchwork, I don't know, and Several Wonder. The only
I haven't
two
played
games.
Patchwork.
No, me neither. Me neither.
I need to.
Neither Seven Wonder Architects, unfortunately, but maybe at some point.
Yeah. All right. Well, beautiful people. Thank you for joining us today. Today was a little bit shorter. Make sure to follow us on the Instagram account so that you can help us vote on the next episode's topic. And we'll make sure to ask to put
Yeah,
the
we'll
post
make
for the
sure to have
question.
everything more in order. Have have you
Next week will be
participating.
better.
Yeah, so we are that at least that's our hope.
Yeah.
Our hope is to be better every time.
Otherwise, you can find us here on Monday on your favorite YouTube channel, the After
Mhm.
Game Night podcast, to talk about games
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
click on subscribe. Thank you for the people that have been subscribed so far.
Yes, thank you.
And so
Thank you,
if
Adri, for
you
joining us today.
Yep. You say Seven Wonders Architect and Patchwork are in BGA, so yeah, let's play. Yeah, let's go
Let's
play it.
do
You,
it.
you teach us because I mean, I haven't played, so you have to teach us.
Yes.
So thank you for being here. Thank you for the people that is going to watch the episode
Hmm. Hmm.
in the coming days, in the
Hmm.
coming
Hmm.
weeks, in the
Hmm.
coming years, whatever, whenever. So thank you for being here. So thank you, and please follow us for more things to discuss after game nights.
After game night.
Bye.
Bye.